everybody and welcome back to another Asylum Wargaming product review slash unboxing. A chance to try before you buy, or so to speak. So guys, what are we going to be looking at today? Well, we are going to be looking at, boom, the Dryads from Games Workshop. I think we're going to be looking at the Sylvaneth Dryads, whatever, they're tree men Dryads. I'm going to be using these for Kings of War personally, but primarily they're used for Warhammer Fantasy or Age of... Sorry. Just threw up in my mouth a little bit, or that other game that we have, Age of Sigmar, I think it's called. But yeah, so they're primarily used for that. So let's have a look. First of all, let's rip, rend, and tear this polythene off this box right now. This is one of the larger boxes you get from Games Workshop, actually. Truth be told, it's very wide, very thick. So let's see, we get some nice box art there, depicting exactly what you get in the box. It's one of the better value for money kits, this is. You get 16 miniatures in this, which is a bit of an odd number, but I'm not complaining because you're getting more bang for your buck. I can't remember offhand how much this actually was. I think it's about 23 quid or something, but it's not too bad. So on the reverse of the box, you get a bunch of different colour schemes that you could paint your Dryads with. You've got this very dark, almost like a burnt wood kind of effect. You've got like a dead wood. You've got a weird kind of magical enchanted wood, and then a standard one, and then like a green one, which is pretty standard. But you also get some of these really cool little bits. You get a little owl, you get a little imp-like thing going on in there. And one of the things I do like is the detail, but we're going to look at that in a little while when we look at the sprues. Obviously, you have the Citadel suggested paint scheme, and there's like several different ones. So you've got like dark bark, light bark, or then you've got leaves, so they're how to do each one. Personally, I just kind of go it alone and just see what I can do and see what looks good. In regards to anything else in the box, it's kind of just standard, just art. Oh, we got some warnings. We got some warnings. In the true spirit of Ashes, we have 0 to 3 sad onions. And we've also got a QR code there. I actually don't know what that QR code does. Maybe I'll let's have a look. Scan now to discover more. It probably just takes you to the Games Workshop website. But anyway, guys, so what we're going to do, we're going to open this up and just show you the contents first and foremost. As you can see, first off the bat, we've got so many sprues. I love it when you get kits with loads and loads of sprues in it. So, first of all, we've got some destructions. That's right. So this is how to build them. Now let's see, are they the old ones just redone, or are these some nice 3D renders? No, it's not a 3D render by the looks of it. You will need all this. I use much better products. It's not a 3D render, it's just, the images stuck onto a bit of paper. So we're not going to use that because they're pretty self-explanatory to go together. I will give you my verdict on how easy they are how easy they go together in a little while. We get how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sprues. Wow, I've not seen an 8 sprue kit from GW for so long. They normally kind of just well, they pretty much just have 2 sprue kits now. And what size bases have we got? Ah, yes, we've got the really silly oversized bases that you shouldn't really need. Anyway, these are the 32mm bases. Personally, I'm not going to be using these. I'm going to be putting mine on 25mm bases, because I'm going to be using mine for Kings of War. And that pretty much is it. So guys, without further ado, let's look at the sprues. Okay guys, so we are now going to look at the sprues. So first off the get-go, you get 4 sprues with the bodies on. Now we're just going to look at one of these because, like I said, they are all identical. There's no point in looking at 4 identical sprues individually because it's all going to be the same. So we have the body sprue. This sprue contains 4 of the different body options that you get. It also contains the heads and some of the arms, as well as a couple of little details and bits and bobs. So we're going to have a closer look at the bodies and stuff now. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. So the first body, let's just flip that round and we'll look at it like this so we can actually zoom in a little bit closer. So the first body we get, kind of woody going on there. The next body, I'm going to have to flip this around, there's going to be an awful lot of sprue flipping. So they're all kind of like hunched over, kind of look like they're kind of like shambling forwards. Again, there's some very nice detailing in like the little runes and the stuff inscribed on them, which is quite good. There's also this one that's kind of doing a little ballet kind of pirouette, which is quite nice also. Other little bits and bobs that we got. Oh, we got some accessories on this sprue as well. So we've got the little imp. I've never seen this before. This looks like it could be new. Maybe an addition to the sprue. We've got a little runestone here. These are some really nice little basing options that you get. And you get a little owl as well. Look at a little My fiance will be happy. So you got those little accessories there. You've also got a little bit of flashing. Bing. Let's just get rid of that. Let's look at... Oh, actually, there's another little accessory there as well. I don't know. Now, this isn't a head, I don't think. This is, again, a little accessory for a base, but it's pretty cool. It's got some overgrown kind of Beastman skull going on there. But onto the actual heads and stuff. Sorry, guys, I have a dribbly nose. So we kind of got like little heads like this. Now, these paint up really nice in my experience. The eyes are really easy to get to, and they just look good in general. Moving on to some other stuff. Let's go look at the other 3 head options that you get. No, you get... How many head options do you get? You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different head options, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, that's right, 7. So let's look at these. First of all, these are quite cool. I like these. These are like your stereotypical Dryads, and this head is absolutely lovely, especially with the runes inscribed on there. And we'll just flip that around for this one. So you got these heads. These heads look a little bit, apart from this one, these ones look a little bit more human-like, a little bit more elf-like, should I say. A little bit more features. I'm not a fan of these ones with the noses, personally. I think I'll be predominantly using these 3 heads here, as well as this kind of broken one at the end here as well, with all the runes. I love them. They just paint up so well, the little runes. Other little bits and bobs, again, I think that they've redone the sprues for this, because there's a couple of little details, like there's this little thing here, this little trinkety thing, which I've never seen before, this little totem. I believe it hangs down like that, like you're supposed to hang it from one of the branches. You also get some other little bits and bobs. I think this is a little bit to go behind the head to make it look a bit more bushy and a bit more branch-like. And then you also get this little fella here that goes, again, on the ground. There's a little base decal going on. Some of the arms that you get, they're just, standard, tree-looking arms. They also paint up really well to look like they're made of ice. They're like icicles and stuff in my experience as well. So that's one of the sprues that you get, one of the 4. One of the 8, should I say, and one of the 4 of the body sprues. The next sprue that we get is this sprue here. Now, again, this one just has, I think, a few more arm details, and it also has some of the back details as well, because I don't know if you guys can see this, but in the backs of them, they have this little groove, and a lot of these fit into that to make them look, again, more leafy and more tree-like and a little bit more random. So we've got some standard branches and stuff here. I'm just going to do a little close-up on the branches and stuff. There's nothing really that special about them, but when they are painted up, they do look fantastic, especially with the little leaves and things. So we've got some like scythe-like arms, they look really cool. We've got some more little decals to go behind the heads to look like they're more bushy. Some more arms, and again, some back sections there. Now, where the detail really is at on these is these 3 components at the end. The first bit of detail, and I definitely 100% think they've redone this sprue, because again, I do not remember this bit here, this little skull that's trapped in the branch. You've got another little thing here, if I can actually get it on the camera, which is like a little... Oh, I can't actually get it on the camera. My tripod is in the way. You're just going to have to make do, guys, especially on this little imp-like thing there in one of the other little branches. And then in here, we've got like a skeleton dude that's kind of like been grown through, which is really, really cool. So that's pretty much the sprues, guys. That's what's on them. I'm going to go away now, and I'm actually going to go see if I can build one of these, and I'm going to give you my verdict on it. So join me in a second. Right, guys, so I've been away, I've built one of the Dryads, and here it is. This is a really nice kit, it has to be said. I would say in regards to difficulty, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being easy, 5 being really hard, I would say for the experienced hobbyist, this is an absolute 1. It is an exceptionally easy kit to make. I'd say for a novice, I'd say it's maybe a 2 or possibly a 3, just because the little spindly arms and the I don't know, the decorative part on the back is a little bit on the fiddly side. You kind of really have to make sure that you clean those edges and clean those areas which are going to be stuck down so that they form a good tight fit. And obviously I would recommend using poly cement as well, because that way you get a good strong bond. As we all know, poly cement melts the plastic together and it almost welds it to a degree, whereas super glue literally just glue. So I'd always use poly cement. But let's have a little look, let's have a little zoom in of this Dryad. I need to change my background, or give it a clean, because it's starting to blend in with the miniature. As we can see, I've used bits from both sprues. You can just go all on one sprue if you want to. There's loads of different options, and I was actually amazed because there are so many different ways in which you can build these and how you want them to look. If you want them to look really thin and dead, you can do. If you want to make them look really bushy and leafy, you can do as well. But it's going to be interesting to see these guys painted up. However, I'm not going to show you them painted this time, guys, I'm afraid, because I have yet to learn how to paint wood effectively. So this is probably going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out Asylum Wargaming if you've never done before. The link is in the doobly-doo down below there, guys. And yeah, don't forget to like, favourite and subscribe. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys again in the next video. Thank you very much. See you now and goodbye.